Can we just talk? Can we just talk?
Welcome back to another week of Talkback Tuesday. We've got a couple of very special guests today from the Penrith Panthers. We have Stephen Crichton and Brian Toll. Boys, welcome to Talkback Tuesday.
Hey, thanks for having us.
How you doing, boys? All right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Now, obviously, we're coming to you guys. You guys are up there in the bubble at the moment, up in Queensland. We've got some good weather down here. How's the weather up there, boys?
Yeah, it's good, cracker. It's hot every day. Really rains as well. So, yeah, it's hectic up here, right up along the beach as well. So, yeah, it's good.
Now, boys, what we're going to do, I'm just going to rattle off some questions and both of you answer it as freely as you like. How we're doing Talkback Tuesday, we're getting some cool guests on, obviously, while we've got you guys on. So we appreciate you coming on, and we're just going to get to learn a little bit more for you guys, for all our kids out in Motivate Land.
Yeah, sweet as.
So, boys, how's the bubble? Obviously, being with your team 24/7, what are some good things about the bubble? What are some bad things about the bubble?
I think probably the good thing is that, we all came here for the right job. One job, obviously, to win the premiership. Everyone's buying into that same sacrifice. Some of us brought some families up here and some are left behind back home in Sydney. And I think it's just brought all of the boys together, just brought a bit more closer. And, everyone's just buying into that same culture and the same sacrifice that everyone's going through. And, that's pretty much what's been going on.
Love it. Now, obviously, both of you playing for the Panthers, both of you debuted for the Panthers. Tell us a bit about your journey and your rugby league journey to get there.
My journey was pretty hard, I guess. Growing up, I never really liked footy when I was a bit younger, probably like 14, 15. But as you guys would know, my older brother plays first grade as well, and he's at the Dogs. But when he was here at Penrith, I was playing like Div 3 at St. Mary's, and I would just basically do his training for like pre-season and stuff. I would always copy what he done throughout the day, but then when he got home, he would train me and do the exact same thing as he done at training. First grade. So that was like my bringing.
You feel like seeing him do that, did that sort of spur you on and get you more interested in rugby league?
Yeah, 100%. Seeing him succeed and get his debut obviously motivated me to get mine, and that's just what motivated me to keep playing. And I guess after that, just kept training hard. Made a Division 1 side at St. Clair, and just went up from there. Got selected for SG4, then up, and then debuted all in 1 year. So being blessing.
Pretty crazy and quick rise to success. Bizza, what about you? What's your story in rugby league and your journey?
Kind of the same as Critter, but a bit different. I was brought up with a family that loves footy. My two older brothers, they were footy players as well. They currently have their own families and stuff now. They've already hung up the boots. Coming up through the ranks. I didn't get teams that much. Coming up was a bit hard as well. Like Critter, there's heaps of talent coming through, especially around like my age and stuff. And only a few of us were selected, and I was lucky enough to get selected by Penrith for SG4. That's pretty much where I started. I started playing rep footy for Penrith at SG Ball, and then from then on, never missed a game, and just keep getting better, and here I am today. So
Love it. Now, boys, obviously both making your debut for the Panthers. That obviously would have been a pretty crazy day, and obviously a really sort of monumental time in your life. Who told you? How'd you get told you were going to make your debuts, and who was the first person you called afterwards?
For me, Coach Ivan Cleary, he told me in the kitchen while I was making my food.
What did he say?
He just came up to me, and I was like just chilling there. And he just came up and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing this Saturday?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, just watch the boys play." He's like, "You want to play?" And I was like, "Oh." day, and he was like, "Yeah, just be prepared. I'm not gonna name you in the side, but you're definitely playing right centre." So yeah, it was a big shock, and the first person I called was mom and dad, and yeah, they were bawling their eyes out and just crying. Yeah, happiness as well.
Yeah,
But it was good. Yeah, it was.
cool. What about you, Bizza?
Yeah, so I remember it was around last in 2019 after Magic Round against
Yep.
the Tigers. The week after we had the Warriors, and I remember after a hard day of training, coach. It was like, yeah, it was pretty much the same thing. I was in the kitchen, and coach.
No wonder you boys are good mates. You just living the same life.
Food is. But yeah, I was in the kitchen, and we just finished the day, and coach came up to me and he asked me, what I was doing, like that other, and I was. I wasn't doing anything, and he goes, "All right, I'll give you a call." So yeah, I had a little feeling that I was gonna make my debut, or like call me for, I might get dropped. But yeah, he ended up calling me on my way. So before I left the academy, he asked me what I was doing. He was gonna call me. Then probably 5 minutes into the drive back home, he called me, and he said that I was gonna make my debut. So
cool. Who'd you call first?
I was in the car with my mum, and
she heard it as you got told.
Yeah, so no, I was on the phone, like he was on my ear, and once I started crying on loudspeaker, then my mom could hear it. So yeah, she was crying, and yeah, she couldn't drive properly.
Now, boys, as you mentioned at the beginning, obviously going up there, one with the dream, obviously to win that, go that one step further than you did last year. So would you say that they're your next aspirations and goals, or do you have any other aspirations and goals, short-term and long-term for footy?
Yeah, I think that's the main goal, especially coming up to here. As Business said, making that big sacrifice to leave our families and that. Definitely want to go one step further than last year, and that's the goal the whole of last year. Fell short. Yeah, definitely the same goal this year.
Yeah, awesome. Now, boys, you obviously still both very young in your rugby league careers. Have you thought about life after footy yet, or do you have an idea what you see either of you doing after footy?
No, it hasn't really crossed my mind yet. Still thinking, not really sure what I want to do after footy, but yeah, might be officer or something like that. So still working on it. Might throw in a doctor as well. I might be a doctor, but let's see how we go.
Very good. Now, boys, obviously rugby league would be one of your favourite sports. What are some of your other favourite sports outside of rugby league? I know Critter. I know you were a very good basketballer back in school. And I know you boys still got the ring. Yeah, visitors are giving the eyes. But I know you boys got the basketball ring still at work when you go into train. So what would your favourite sports outside of rugby league be?
I was an all-rounder, like I pretty much love every sport, But I wasn't too good at much, but not much of a fan, like watching like basketball and stuff like that. I don't really have the time to watch it, but I do like enjoy playing the sport and stuff. Don't really.
What about you?
Yeah, I was a bit the same. I was like all rounder as well, but I was just like athletic a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love basketball. Paid a lot just to get away from footy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Pep knows, we always used to play.
Yeah, so for people out there in Motivate Land, obviously the boys are good mates with Coach Pep, had him down at the Panthers day. So, and Coach Pep definitely thinks he's a bit of a baller. I was getting the basketball out. Now, boys, what do you like to do outside of footy? So when you have your downtime, obviously you're up there at the moment, and you have your days off and stuff. What do you boys like to do to get away from footy?
I think especially for us, living out on Mount Druitt ways, definitely using the beach while we can.
Yeah.
We don't usually go, but we're basically living right on the beach. So we try and have a routine, go beach every morning.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Most of the off time, we're all here playing ping pong, playing cards. So which is.
Do you boys have any hobbies when you're back at home?
Gaming. That's probably for me. Yep. I was actually thinking of streaming after, or maybe but probably like starting next year or something.
Yeah.
Probably start
What's your go-to?
Apex. So it's like a new gaming thing, but yeah, it's a new game that's out. Kind of like Fortnite, like everyone plays it, and
Yeah.
yeah, as well. I'll go all right.
Nice. Crichton, into gaming or not?
Nah, I'm not really into gaming. I don't. I find it boring just sitting there looking at the TV all the time. Yeah. I don't know.
Nice. Now, boys, last question. There's lots of kids out there, obviously in Penrith and in Motivate Land, that have dreams of what they want to do when they're older, whether it's in sport or a job. What advice would you give to kids that are looking to chase their dreams or achieve their goals? What advice would you give them?
My advice, something that I went through myself, is never give up. Especially coming from myself, I never made rep teams coming up, but I still ended up to the big stage just by dedication to your craft, I guess, and especially proving those people wrong that obviously didn't pick you in the rep sides, and just proving them wrong, and especially like crowds, like just your mates make it. You can keep working harder just to make it over them as well. But yeah, just hard and keep believing in yourself.
Beautiful, love it. Bizza, anything?
Yeah, kind of like the same thing as Critter, to never give up, and hard work beats talent. I think the one thing that I went through was like school. Heaps of people went to a lot of like sporting schools and stuff, and I went to like the normal school, and I eventually still made it. So it's just pretty much, it doesn't matter what school, what area.
Yeah, and it seems like, especially for you boys, there's like the normal way where people just go through the different things, but there's so many different pathways for people to achieve what they want to achieve now, it seems like.
Yeah, everyone has like different timings of when they make it to where they want to, and it doesn't matter how long or how fast how long it takes. As long as you get there, then the real that's the real win.
Awesome. Boys, I want to say a big thank you to you guys for coming on for Talkback Tuesday. We'll have so many kids out there. They're going to be so pumped to see your faces. On behalf of our coaching staff and all the Motivate kids, we want to wish you boys all the best for the rest of the season, and we'll be cheering you on.
All right. Thank you so much,
thank
brother.
You guys so much.
Thanks, boys. Take care.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.